Now let's look at an example that we're going to use combination formula to help us solve the problem, accounting problem. Suppose we have 12 workers and we're going to select or choose 5 to work. And so question 1, how many ways are there? So how many ways to choose 5 people from 12 people? To choose 5 from 12. And because the order doesn't matter, in this case, whose name you call first, A, B, C, D, E, or A, C, B, D, E, it's going to be the same 5 people. So if the order doesn't matter, this is a C12 choose 5. There's a different way to write combination. That's you can put a 12 on the top, 5 on the bottom, and put a parenthesis around them. And there's no division sign here. It's not a fraction. It just means 12 choose 5. And then we can simplify this to if I do the quick formula, 5 times 4, 5 factorial on the bottom, and top will be 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. And we can simplify this, and we can use a calculator. We're going to get 792. And now the second question. So if we 2 people must work together, so let's say call them A and B must work together, which means if you choose one of them, you must choose the other. But if you don't choose one of them, then you cannot choose the other either. So there will be, to do this, we still need to find out how many ways to choose 5 people from 12. So we still do choose 5 from 12. And so there will be 2 cases that we have to do. Case 1, I want to choose A. If I choose A, I must choose B. So that means we choose both A and B. And we can see how many ways are there to choose 5 people. Now case 2, if I don't choose A, that means I cannot choose B. So we say choose neither A nor B. Let's see how many ways for each case. So when we do case A, we want to choose AB. That means we already have 2 people. And we need a total of 5 people. We already have 2. That means we also still need to choose 3 more. Choose 3 more people other than A and B. And so how many people do we have to choose from? We have a total of 12. And we have already decided we're going to choose A and B, which means you cannot choose A and B twice, and which means we only have 10 people left we can choose from. So we want to choose 3 people from 10. So choose 3 more people from 10 people we have. That's 10 choose 3. So that's a permutation because the order doesn't matter. So you can write down 10 choose 3. Or the other way to write it is 10 choose 3. So applying the formula, we're going to have 3 times 2 times 1 on the bottom, and 10 times 9 times 8 on the top. And to simplify this, we're going to get 3 reduced and 4. So 3 times 4 times 10 is 120. And then we're going to look at what if we decided not to choose A nor B. And that means we don't have anybody yet. And we still need to choose 5 people. But these 5 people cannot come from 12 because we decided we cannot choose A, cannot choose B. And we still have 10 people left if you cross A and B out from these 12 people. So that means we're going to choose 5 people from 10. So that's going to be C10 choose 5, or 10 choose 5, the other way to write. And that's equal to 5 times 4, 3, 2, 1. The top is 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, and we reduce this, or you can use the calculator. We're going to get 252. And now we're adding. So if we choose A and B, we're going to have 120 ways to choose 5 people. So there are 120 ways to choose 5 people, including A and B, containing A and B. There are 252 ways of choosing 5 people without A and B. So together we have 120 plus 252, which is 372 ways to choose 5 people, either containing A or not containing A. So this 372 ways does not contain you have only A or only B. And the next question we're going to do, A cannot refuse to work together, cannot work together. So which means if you choose A, then you cannot choose B. If you choose B, you cannot choose A. Or you don't have to choose any of them. You choose neither. So in this case, we have 3 cases. So case 1, choose A, then no B. Case 2, choose B, but no A. And case 3, choose neither, no A, no B, because they cannot work together. And so we have to work out each case and add them together. There is a different way to do the problem, which I will talk about in a second. So so one way to do those problems, if there are special restrictions, you're going to have to deal with many different cases. So say we want to choose A. Again, we're still going to choose 5 people. We want 5 people, but we have a total of 12 people. So if I decide to choose A and then I already have 1 people, so that means I still need 4 more people. But these 4 more people will come from 10 people. Why? Because we already choose A from here, then you cannot choose A anymore. And you cannot choose B because they refuse to work together. So that's you have to cross out A and B from there. That leaves you 10 people. So this is like 10 choose 4. 10 choose 4. And use the combination formula. We're going to get 210 different ways. Now similarly, if we choose B and no A, as you can see, it's very similar. If you choose B, you need 4 more people because you need a total of 5. And again, you cannot choose A, so B's out, A's out, then you only have 10 options, 10 people to choose from. And so it's again 10 choose 4. We get 210 ways. And now let's look at case 3. We're gonna choose, neither A nor B, which means we don't choose A, don't choose B. So we still need to choose 5 people, and then out of 10, because we cannot choose A, cannot choose B. So this is the same as case 2, which we did. And we can just copy down the answer from here, 252. And now we're going to add all of these 3 numbers. And add them together, 210 plus 210 plus 252. That gives us 672. There's many ways we're guaranteed that A, B are not working together. So there's a different way to do this question. So instead of considering, there's not, so we have a total, when we choose 5 people, and we know from question A, there is a total of 792 ways. This 792 ways includes the cases of A, B to work together. So that means you have both A and B. Included, we have A and B. Must include A and B. Or we also have not included both. Well, and all the other cases are going to be A, B not together. So A, B together. And all the other would be A, B not together. Because any way, any selection, any way will be either A, B together or A, B not together. So if we put all the ways of A, B together here, and then the rest of them will be A, B not together. So in question 3, we want to find, because they refuse to work together, so we want to find these. All of how many ways are here when A, B are not working together. And as you can see, we have 3 cases to do. we only have A, no B. Well, we only have B, no A. Well, we have no A, no B. But as you can see from the picture, it's exactly opposite of AB together. So AB together, there's only one way. We actually did it here. When how many ways are there? How many ways do we have? If we must choose A and B, it's 120 ways. So that tells me out of these 792 ways, there are 120 ways AB that AB are together. So to find AB not together, I just need to subtract 120 from 792. So 792 is the total, including AB together, AB not together. If I subtract 120, that gives me a 672, which means AB are not together. So this is a much quicker way. As you can see, we got the same answer as 672. So solution 2 is we found out how many ways total of choosing any 5 people from 12 people, which is 12 choose 5. And subtract how many out of these many ways, how many ways A, B are working together, which is 10 choose 3. We copy the answer from here, from case 1 here, 10 choose 3. And so again, 12 choose 5, which is 792, minus 10 choose 3, which is 120. That gives us 672, the same answer as that. So as you're comparing these two solutions, solution 1, it's straightforward, just doing case by case. A, B cannot work together, A, no B, B, no A, or no A, no B. But solution 2 is considering the opposite of A, B cannot be together. So instead of considering A, B not working together, I'm considering if A, B are together, how many ways? There are 120 ways. And then subtracted from a total number of ways. This includes together, not together. So 120 is together. So subtract together from both, then that will give us not together. So this is not together. And 120 is AB together. And 792 is total, which means including both. So when you subtract total together from total, you get not together. So this gives you a different option of doing the questions. So usually if there are too many cases, in this case, it's not too bad. You have 3 cases. If you do every single one, add them together, you get the answer. But suppose you have like 7 cases that you have to do. If you do the straight by cases, but there's only one opposite, I would do solution 2 because it's much quicker. You don't want to do 7 cases adding up to get the answer if you can just subtract 1 case from the total number.